Hello, this is Ustream Live, Non-Duality with Lee, Daily Life, the challenges of daily life, appearing in non-duality, today, every day, every moment. So this is what this live stream is about. The beauty of all that is appearing. As today I was having a little bit of a challenging day. In Holland these days, maybe today and yesterday, we had a holiday Sinterklaas, which is not Santa Claus, but it's also a holiday event especially for children. Very nice, lovely, but also challenging because you have to deal with all the family situations and things like that. Ah! So no, it was very nice, but also, yeah, with people getting together and doing what is some kind of social behavior, and that is not really my thing. Social behavior about doing the right thing, doing the polite, the politeness, the attitude. I mean, of course I have an attitude, but it's not about that. It's just being being good with whatever is happening, and or being not good. Actually, I was not so good today. So that is what this is. Being here, being there. Okay. I will put the chat on. So you can ask questions through Skype, and you can send it through to my Skype address, which is my name, Lee Hoogenberk, with double O 72. And then when you want to ask a question about all this, or you want to speak with me, we do this through Skype. So send me your request, and I'm going to check this, and then we can speak with each other. No problem. At the moment, I just want to share with you that I'm giving satsangs in Holland at the moment every week in Leiden. So you can come if you would like. You can come there. It's a very nice place in the middle of the center of Leiden, in a little hofje, which is like a old-fashioned, very old. How can you say that? It's like a. I don't know how to call this in English. Een hofje. Yeah. It's beautiful anyway. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to tell you, and I do this live streaming now every Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. Dutch time, and you can check it out here on the channel, or you can check it out on the Tuesday evening when it's live. Something that I observe already for a long time is that when the illusion drops away, and when it's seen that there's no more identification with this person, Lee, then what I notice is that all the complication about situations, they don't really want to, there's not really a need to really speak about it, it's just letting the situation as it is drop away by letting it be is much more. That's actually what is happening, but because of habits, we do tend to just cling on to digging into the thing. Then the attachment happens. The attachment happens to what actually already has been, because there was some kind of experience or some kind of nasty feeling or something, and you just, by a lot of thinking, a lot of worrying about it, a lot of nagging about it, a lot of, this feeling of, I don't feel good with this. This is something that's it's like the mosquito. You want to go away, but it doesn't go away, because you're all the time you're looking at it. Where is it, and want to point to it. You want to say, like, yes, you are a nasty mosquito. I want to kill you. But I also want to know why you're doing this. Why are you bothering me? And it's just a mosquito. There's nobody doing this on purpose, It's just a mosquito that goes like bzzz, and it's not personal. It's not personal. Fuck. Yes. Fuck it. Okay. It's just a mosquito that is, like I said, nagging. It's like, but you're just feeding. You're letting the mosquito stick around. And that's what happens. And that's also okay. But that's what's bothering you. Yeah. So when there's a situation there that you feel uncomfortable with, and or you feel unsafe with, or you feel it's bothering you, complaining about it or talking about it, or in a way complaining about it, And so speaking about it with probably with somebody else, just that you probably want to get on your side, or you just want to get it off your chest, or you just want to, you want to feel some kind of support. And somebody saying, yeah, that's nasty, yeah, that's horrible. Yeah, that's just feeding the whole thing, you know. That's the thing that you don't want, actually. You just want to just don't feed this anymore. Just let it be as it is, as it happens. And that's what I notice that's happening when identification drops. At least with me, there's not really the need. I mean, it does happen, but there's very few moments that this wants to just be shared and to be complained, because every time that, okay, there's moments like today this happened, and then this gets bigger. This just gets bigger, and that is what's happening. It's just an idea that gets bigger, that's already gone. It's already very long gone. It's like what they say in Asia. There's this proverb or something. They say there's expression. Yeah, two men, a master and a student, are near the river, a big river, and they want to cross the river, and there comes a lady, and she wants to cross the river too. So the old master says, well, we'll help you. We'll take you on our back, and we'll carry you to the across the river. And then, but okay, so they get to the other side of the river, and then the boy is I don't know, he's annoyed. He thinks this is too much trouble and everything, and this is making it more difficult to cross the river. And so, but then they are across the river. The woman is happy, and she continues her way, and then the boy just keeps nagging to the master. Yeah, this was just difficult and hard, and why would the woman ask us to take her to the other side? And then the master says, so you're still carrying the woman on your back, right? She's already gone. Yeah, and that's it. That's the thing that happens, that we do. We keep on nagging about things that are already gone for very long. We just can't see where we are now. We're now just blabbering to a camera, to people that are watching. There's nothing. Oh, maybe there's something coming up, but there's really nothing than this. So there's just watching the screen and the light and the thing that says there's the voice, and maybe you're sitting, or you're, I don't know, you're cooking while you're watching, and that's actually really the only thing that's happening here. So fucking simple, really. But this is not only happening with you, it's happening everywhere. Only this simplicity that you are. But there's on the other side also happening the part with the identification of your character, of what you're doing, or what has been happening, or what's going to be in the future. That's happening too. So there you get kind of stuck into all these patterns. Wait, there's somebody here I have to let in. Come here. Yeah. Okay. Come here. Come here, Fleur. Come here. Yeah. Come here. my cat. It's my cat Floor. You can't see her, maybe you're just her tail. She missed me because I was gone. I think. But how can I be sure? Yeah. Well, I missed you very much. Yeah, so missing one another, feeling sad does happen. It just really does happen. There's nothing in the world that when awakening happens that you are not going to feel sad, or that you're not going to have longings, or that you're not going to have something difficult, or challenges, or tax that needs to be paid, or things that have to be arranged, the rent has to be paid, or just life just continues. The very beautiful basics of life, eating and doing the dishes, and then later you have to go to the toilet because you just the digestion happened and just has to go out, and meeting people on the street, and chatting and stroking the cat, and that is all part of it. That's actually the only really the only thing. And it doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're not making any plans. It doesn't mean that you're not thinking about next week or so. I mean, but it is, most of the time, it's a very childlike way of living. Just living so much in the moment, and you probably you probably will be attracted also to people that you meet, or that you maybe you gather with certain people that are like-minded, and that have a similar way of living, or lifestyle, because that is what is being recognized. It's kind of a resonance of just, yeah, I would call it like I have many people that I've met and still meet, and it's like family. There's kind of recognition, and I think this recognition is also just kind of your natural family. It's not your bloodline family where you're born, but it's like a family that there's instant recognition, and that the instant recognition is non-verbal. It's just here. You don't have to talk about, you don't have to discuss these things, it's kind of obvious. It's just there. That's the beauty, the openness of the heart, where you can feel the connection, and and also the inspiration of who you truly are, and the limitless possibilities that are every moment happening and appearing. And I think also the beauty of sharing about this topic and the pure, our pure nature, is that it is so playful. You know, it's so playful, it's so dynamic, and it's not consistent, it's nothing fixed at all, it's nothing that you can grab and hold on to. It's just like the spark of the fire, you know, the spark of the fire, and also the part that also that the earth that is carrying the fire or whatever, and also the water that is um, killing the fire. It's all all these elements. All these elements make it very dynamic. It's continuously being expressed as this energy of creation and destruction at the same time. I think it's like Shiva, who's the creator, and is the destructor. It's the divine energy of this. This is the greatest energy that we embody. We embody this energy, and people in non-duality make it usually a quest of trying to understand things mentally. And I am not I like to analyze things, and I like the psychology of everything, but I am not here. I'm not a person to understand things intellectually in that sense, because this is nothing that you can intellectually grab and understand. So I really love to connect in the experience. That is, in a way, that is my true connection in this, you know, the experience, to explore the experience, and to see that even though the expression of the experience may be very different, maybe very, very different from everyone, there's always this recognition. There's always the recognition beyond the experience. That's what this is about. Recognition beyond the experience. Yeah, I'm going to write the title here. Yeah, recognition beyond experience. Yes, that's nice. Recognition beyond experience. Yeah. It's always and only about the beyond thing. Whatever this beyond, there is only beyond. Beyond looking, beyond listening, beyond experiencing, beyond sensations, beyond the mind. It's just bigger than us. Life is bigger than us. And yeah, that's the beauty of all this. And I really didn't know, I mean, I really don't want to be the next non-duality speaker about, I don't know, life's mystery. I really like to connect, to make this experience unforgettable, to make it flexible, to see that it's just one stream, one roller coaster, one moment you're completely in the flow, and you're enjoying, and it's like, you feel this sensation of warmth and the stream and love and sharing and connecting with yourself and with others. And the other moment you feel like, oh, it's like, oh, I don't know if I don't like this really, and this is not really, doesn't give me good vibes, and I think I just want to get out of here, you know. That's the other, that can be another part of the experience, and that's actually life just happening, non-duality expressing as a lovely experience where you feel like you're in the flow, and another experience where you feel a nasty experience where you feel like, yeah, shit, this is yeah, yeah, this is unpleasant, it's not pleasant. And I think that's actually the biggest challenge for all of us, all of our human experiences here in this amazing dream that is so real. It seems so real. It seems so real. This is the thing. This is the real thing. And actually, it doesn't really matter if you think this is the real thing, or if you think it's not a real thing, because it just continues. It's just it just continues as it is going. There's nothing you can do about that. So, yeah. So, um, so apart from the experiences, good or bad or whatever, it's also always possible that to observe what happens, whatever happens, um, without any judgment, just as it is happening. And I guess that is also something that we haven't really learned in society, because whatever experience we have, there's always a judgment about it. There's always like, yes, I didn't do this well, should have done this better, why did it happen like this, uh, you know I want to improve this, because with improvement, then I will be happy, then I will be better, then I will feel fulfilled. But this is not about changing anything. This is really about just letting things as they are. Just plain and very vulnerable. Totally in surrender to whatever is happening. And I know this is very, very scary when you have never surrendered to anything in your life. It's can be very devastating, can be very, yeah. very scary. I guess that if you look at the examples that we get from politics, if you look at the presidents, if you look at the new president of the States, there is the opposite happening. There's the opposite of surrender, of vulnerability, of trust. It's all this male stereotype that are saying like, yeah, I am the man, I know what to do, and I have this under control. you know this is because this is where it's going to go, and this is where I want it to go to, and this is the way we're going to do it, and I have a little plan, and I'm going to manipulate it so that it will go there. But the funny thing is that even though this is happening, all this controlling and all this manipulation and all that, still there is always the unconditional stream of life that is also flowing there. That is what's actually happening. But there's always the characters, like puppets, playing their character, playing the role that they have now in this moment. But especially with the United States, in politics, these roles are changing continuously, very quickly. But that is also happening with us. It's happening with me in daily life. It's happening with you in daily life. How many roles do you play in one day? Yeah. How many? You probably know. And is there any real distinction? Does one role make you more than the other one? Maybe you have a sensation that maybe a sensation happens that there's one role that you feel like it fits you better. You feel better with it. It goes more natural. And another role, maybe you feel less comfortable with it. So you feel like, yeah, this is not really me. But it's just all apparent identifications with some role that you're playing that you're not. And you're everything. And that is the illusion that we are all the time trapped in, and we're all the time in between, going from one to the other, idea, judgment, um, yeah, moral ideas that we just picked up along the way, that we have adapted to. But is there any real difference? No, there isn't. There's always a one constant factor, and that is just beyond all these experiences, beyond all these roles. That's where the recognition is. And that's why animals and children are just loving you or showing affection beyond all these forms. It doesn't matter how you look, it doesn't matter how you, what role you play, they will love you unconditionally. They will love you unconditionally. And we, as the person, the character that we think that we are, is pushing this away. Is pushing this away because there's just the idea that you are different than that, but you're not. You're completely the same. So the only thing that can happen, maybe, or you never know, is that this falls away, that you're losing this, that you're losing this resistance towards from your divine energy, your divinity. That's what you are. And that's the beautiful thing that is always here, without any flaw, and in the perfection of imperfection, and it's just continuing in any role that you're playing. So yeah, this is just one big theater. It is really one big theater. And you can experience pain, and you can experience struggle, and you can experience whatever. But it's not because of you, it's not for a reason, it's not against you. It may appear like this, but it doesn't. But that doesn't mean that you cannot leave certain situations. It doesn't mean that you will resist certain experiences, or that you try to avoid these experiences. This also happens. This is also life happening, which is completely normal. Animals also, they also leave, if they can, situations where they feel unsafe. They will seek for a safer place. They will hide, or they will gather with other animals, or whatever. This is completely natural. And I'm not saying that that we are like animals, but in a way there's also this intuition. And this intuition is actually what we should follow. The intuition is actually what is leading us. The mind is always coming after. How many moments in life have you had where your intuition told you something on a level non-verbal, only energy-wise, that you felt, yes, this doesn't feel right. But then your mind said, yeah, but I should try this. Let's see what happens. I really need this job, or I need the money, or I want this relationship. And then later, maybe 1 week later, or 5 years later, or I don't know when, you realize that your intuition was right. Right? That's then what happens. And you feel like, oh, shit. I knew it. I knew it. That's what happens. But you just made another experience. You just made an experience of something your intuition couldn't keep you away from. And it's not that it's always good to follow your intuition. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you should only listen to your intuition and you just completely erase or deny anything that comes up in your mind. This is also a dynamic that is like, yeah, it's like night and day. They are happening. It's a system. But I mean, it can happen that intuition is kind of, because intuition is like in your belly, in your hand, where you're receiving everything that you're feeling. That this just grows. It grows like grows and it goes open because it feels it's safe. It's good. I can trust this. This is beautiful. So you can feel like, yeah, I do have a confirmation. Yes, I knew this was right because I felt it. I felt it already. This can feel you like comforting. It can feel like a reassurance that your intuition is right. It can help you just to stay close to yourself, to what you're feeling, and mm, um, to stay there instead of all the time being distracted by the thoughts that come over this, that come after this feeling, the intuition that comes up. So yeah, this can be valuable. Hmm. Yeah. I'm thinking of giving a training about silence. And it's not like a meditation, it's more like just accepting the silence as it happens, and then to give insight about how silence is being experienced in daily life, and that people have absolutely very few idea about the silence in which their life is happening. And I think this could be very beautiful. So I'm thinking about this, and it could be something that I can do online, because then it's very easy for people to connect and to just join. So I'm really considering this, and yeah, I think this could be really beautiful. I will let you know when the moment is there. Okay, guys, I think this is it for tonight. See you next week.